Hello, I am Sebastian Esparza, and along with Braden Whaley, Dewey Dang, Darren Patricelli, Aldo Hernandez, and Kevin Dang, we have worked together on our Senior Civic Project. Our Senior Civic Project is about raising awareness for physical education standards in Loera High School.
Hey, I'm Dewey Dang, and the first part of our Senior Civic Project is identifying the problem.
So, in our AP Government class, when we were looking at the Loera SARC reports, we noticed something that interested us a lot. We looked at the 2012 to 2013, 2013 to 2014, the 2015 to 2016, and the 2016 to 2017 Loera SARC reports. What we noticed was that the percentage of 9th grade students who pass at least 4 of the school physical education standards have been fluctuating. For instance, in 2012 to 2013, 63.4% of students reached at least 4 of the 6 standards. In 2013 to 2014, 69.5% of students reached at least 4 of the 6 standards. In 2014 to 2015, 69.6% of students reached at least 4 of the 6 standards. In 2015 to 2016, this percent went down to 58.7%. But in 2016 to 2017, the percentage went back up to 68.8%.
To get more information from the perspective of students, we created a survey that asked various questions about their PE class, such as, are you aware of the district PE standards? In total, we have received around 250 responses from our target audience, freshmen and sophomores, who tend to be in PE class on campus. Based on the data from our survey, we have observed that 54% of respondents are not aware of the district PE standards. This lack of knowledge by the majority of students is the problem we identified. Our compelling question is, why does the percentage of students that pass at least 4 standards of physical education fluctuate over time?
To help answer this compelling question, we have conducted research and tried to answer various supporting questions concerning this topic. However, our 2 main supporting questions that will help us solve the problem are, what are some ways to improve on this problem, and what are the 6 standards of physical education and what is used to test for these standards? We thought the best way to improve on this problem is to raise awareness and knowledge about the 6 PE standards in Loera. To bring about change, people must be aware of what is going on. To answer our second main supporting question, we had to do a little bit of research. First, we found out that PE standards are based on the FitnessGram, which is a non-competitive health-related fitness assessment based on scientifically established standards. Based on this, we quickly found what the standards are on their website, and we also found a reference guide that allowed us to research on what tests are used for each standard. The effects of not achieving these physical education standards can be encapsulated in having an inactive lifestyle. This is because as one exercises regularly, they work and improve on all 6 of these standards. Based on research, we saw that the effects of having a sedentary lifestyle include obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, etc. Looking at our root causes tree, we could see even more effects and causes of the issue at hand. In particular, we are focusing on the lack of information pertaining to fitness/health and how it affects future health issues. As you can see on the graph that we had shown earlier, a majority of respondents did not know what the PE standards were. This indicates a lack of knowledge concerning personal health. Furthermore, from the survey we mentioned earlier, 54% of students reported that PE keeps them slightly fit or not at all. Lastly, an overwhelming 82% of respondents reported that PE could be improved. Recognizing this problem, our plan is to raise as much awareness as we can for the physical education standards in Loera. What is currently being done about this issue is that throughout this school year, Loera's 4 PE teachers have been preparing their students for the FitnessGram test. They consistently offer students exercises and stretches as well as various physical activities in order to keep them fit. For instance, every week, students partake in the 1-mile run in order to improve their aerobic capacity. They stretch to improve their flexibility and do push-ups and curl-ups to improve muscular strength and muscular endurance. The PE teachers are effective in doing their job of reinforcing and informing their students about the 6 physical education standards. We just want to put these standards into words through our civic action. This effectiveness can be seen as a majority of students from our survey reported that they liked or loved their PE class. In addition, a majority of students feel that the difficulty of PE exercises from a scale of 1 to 5 is 3, 4, or 5. This means that teachers are pushing their students to exercise well. Also, there are 2 posters in the dance room that provide insight about the FitnessGram test for these standards.
Lastly, the district has received a grant that allows PE teachers to use WellNet, which is a software that is used to gather student fitness data and communicate results. It offers many perks, such as measuring the 5 components of fitness, providing longitudinal data to a school district, and accommodate choices of fitness measurements and standards and automatic calculation of BMI. Now it's time for the civic action. Our level 1 actions are to set up a correspondence with PE teachers, to post information about the standards on Twitter, and to conduct a survey about physical education to 9th and 10th graders. Early in our senior civic project, we sent out emails to all of the PE teachers, and one coach in particular, Coach Rodriguez, helped us out profoundly throughout the project. For instance, she confirmed and made adjustments to our research, helped out in the creation of our posters, and allowed us to use her equipment in order to make our PSA. In addition, Coach Rodriguez, as well as the other coaches, allowed us to place our posters throughout the athletic areas in our school. In this clip, you can see how Coach Rodriguez helped us in the creation of our PSA by allowing us to use their equipment and teaching us how to conduct the tests properly.
So up and back without moving the knee. Up and back, up, and the third one, you're going to hold it for a second or two, and then that's the reading, okay? So let me get out of the way.
Our second level 1 action is to create a Twitter thread that conveyed information about the standards of physical education. We thought this would be a creative and fun way to spread word and awareness. As you can see, we have garnered a total of 530 impressions and 76 engagements. Last but not least, our third level 1 action is a survey to freshmen and sophomores, as we have mentioned earlier in our video. This action provides us with quantitative data about what aspects of PE we could improve on in Loera High School. The results of the data have influenced us to spread awareness of the PE standards in school.
Our Level 2 actions are to apply for a grant from the Student Service Foundation and to place posters about the PE standards around campus. We first filled out the necessary information we needed for the grant, such as the purpose, intentions, and timeline for our project. Then we created a budget based on our needs and the information that we obtained after calling Staples. With the help of Sarah Jelani, our SSF representative for Loera, our grant was approved. For our poster, we designed it to be similar to the A through G requirement and student learner outcome posters so it can look legit and grab the attention of students. We then printed them out at Staples and laminated them at school with the help of Miss Bird, and this is how it came out.
We then placed the posters in the dance room and the weight room, with 2 more posters being hung up on the windows of the girls' locker room and the boys' locker room. The last one will be placed in the main gym behind the screen where all the flyers about badminton are. Our wish is that these posters will remain permanent additions to the learning experience of PE students across campus. One note to take is that although there are 6 physical education requirements listed in the SARC report, Coach Rodriguez told us to only focus on 5 in particular: aerobic capacity, body composition, muscular strength, muscular endurance, and flexibility. Our Level 3 action is to create and post a PSA that informs its viewers about the 5 standards of physical education and what tests are used for each standard. Here is a 1-minute snippet of what the PSA is. Hello Saxons, this is a public service announcement concerning the 5 standards of physical education, which are mainly based off on the FitnessGram standards set by the Cooper Institute. In this PSA, we'll be informing you about what the 5 standards are and what tests are used for each standard. The first physical education standard is aerobic capacity, which reflects the maximum rate that oxygen can be taken up and used by the body during exercise. It depends on the capacity of the lungs, cardiovascular system, and the muscle. This standard is tested in 2 ways. The first test for aerobic capacity is a 1-mile run.
The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start.
The second test for aerobic capacity is the FitnessGram Pacer test. We have posted our PSA on YouTube and it's garnered over 100 views, as a matter of fact. 102 to be exact. In addition, we have posted our PSA onto Facebook and it's garnered over 120 views. 126 views to be exact. This concludes our presentation for our senior civic project. This is a bibliography for all our sources that helped us research and solve our problem. Given more time and resources, we hope to have collaborated more with the PE teachers in this campus in order to further emphasize the importance of PE standards in their daily lives. Thank you for watching our presentation.